Now that we've taken care of everything nice, let's see who's on the naughty list. Hello everyone, I am Mecha, and we have our top 5 worst TV series that I watched in 2022. This list, I do have to clarify, will be in no particular order other than the 5 shows that I watched in their entirety in the season of 2022.
Cool.
Shows I did not finish did not make this list. Shows I could not finish did not make this list. They might make some honorable mentions. Stay tuned for those. I talked about all the shows I liked already. I wanted to finish the year on a high note, on a positive, before we get into the bad, the garbage, the horrible, and of course, please disagree with me in the comments. This is not a critique on its audience space. This is not a critique on anything other than my sheer enjoyment and entertainment value, and I gotta do this to you. I know I gotta do this to you, and you're not gonna like it. Number 5, right off bat, here we go. Andor. Yes, Cassian Andor, the series that I didn't want for sure. A lot of people are liking it. I get why people are liking it. I totally do. It has the appeal to the crowd that likes the Blade Runner stuff. It has the appeal to the crowd that likes the more slow burn Dune sort of novel style storytelling. The world building. I get why people like it. It's too slow. It's too boring. He walks around too much. All this show is, to me, is just a character I know isn't gonna make it, destroy something I know already gets blown up later on, or build the thing, rather, that is gonna get destroyed later on, and a bunch of characters I know aren't gonna make it. You don't need to humanize these people. I already know the bad guys are the bad guys. I got that when I was really, really little, when Star Wars was a thing. I get why people like it. I really, really do. But for me, it's just too slow. I don't care about the characters. The story's uninteresting. I don't like that shaky cam stuff. I'm sorry. I really, really don't. And he's hard to understand. He's a little hard for me to sit there and understand if I have to have subtitles on and it's really, really dark and I can't quite see the screen. Oh, yeah. Andor, you're on my list, Andor.
This sucks. Change it.
Number 4, Rings of Power. I know, why isn't it higher? Oh, we got more to work with this year, trust me. I do specialize in watching bad things because sometimes it's fun. Sometimes you can get a good laugh out of it. Sometimes you can get some fake commercials if it's corny and cringy enough.
Now, for the first time, you can own your very own Rings of Power. From the Celeborn Smiths, we'll be sending you one per season. Molded to appear forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Made from the finest cubic zirconium, plastic, and metal that isn't measurably radioactive and won't turn your fingers green. Probably. Much. These can now be yours for 5 easy payments of $39.99.99 Elvish runes. Act now, supplies are limited, because once the Dark Lord Sauron takes over, they'll all be gone, and you'll be his slaves. And just remember,
there's a tempest in me,
whose fault this actually is.
and it will not be quelled.
You can get some memes, you can get some laughs, you can get some clips for what the dub. Rings of Power has been all that and more! And it's really, really bad. It's a really, really bad show about a bunch of dumb characters who do stupid things that cause the entire world to collapse. Everybody are dumb in this series. Everybody are stupid. They all go off on a quest because some blonde elf chick told them to. In an insulting manner. I'm sorry. It's just a dumb show. It's bad even if you're not a Tolkien fan. Because that was always the question for me, why I was watching it. Would it be bad if a non-Tolkien fan can just come in and get hooked in the story? Like I could with House of Dragons. I'm not a George R.R. Martin fan, but I like House of Dragons and I liked enough of Game of Thrones. With Rings of Power, I cannot get into anything in this series other than the mockery. And that is all it exists for, to mock, so I will be mocking it next season!
This sucks. Yeah, me.
Number 3 is She-Hulk.
Just remember whose show this actually is.
It's Shulky. It's Shulky, her twerkalicious twerky booty all over the place in full screen. Do I have it? There it is.
Go, 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 go.
Do we need to say it again? Is that enough for you? Or do I have to elaborate? Because if that's enough, that's all you need, really. She-Hulk is don't objectify me. Twerk, 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 twerk. She-Hulk, where it's for a bunch of mean girls who care what people think about them on the internet. If I cared what people thought about me on the internet, I would actually check, my notifications every once in a while. I do. If I followed you, I might care what you thought about me for about a minute. Anywho, the villain, instead of having, some superhero battle, no, it's just trolls on the internet. It's just people who send mean things to her because she's kind of a hoe. She jumps in and out of bed with people. I just to be simple, she jumps in and out of bed with guys. She's shallow, insecure, selfish, narcissistic, doesn't really want to be a hero, and
I'm sorry, the idea of being a superhero is not appealing to me. I was right and Bruce was wrong. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans.
yeah, that's the point of she wants to hobnob with Megan Thee Stallion.
Go, go, go.
And cares less about being a lawyer. She doesn't care anything about her own life. I was watching somebody, they were saying, oh yeah, she doesn't take it seriously, why should we? Yeah, you're right. She doesn't care that she gets fired all the time.
You're fired.
She doesn't care that she's constantly in need of new employment. She doesn't care. So why are we taking her character? I don't know. Maybe she should, fight some superhero things or something. But no. We need to feel bad for criticizing things on the internet like Marvel shows. Screw off, She-Hulk.
This sucks. Change it.
That was my phone jumping out of my pocket. I'm gonna keep going. We're rolling with this one. Number 4. I don't know why I wrote it as number 4, but Picard. Oh yeah, I'm mad about that one, Picard. And they're gonna ruin my birthday with the next season maybe. Or they'll give me a good surprise and I'll like it. I don't know. I saw the little trailer and Jean-Luc brings out his little uniform, his old one, and his own old communicator thingy, and it's like, I feel nothing. I feel nothing now. Because Star Trek Picard Season 2 and 1, if we want to elaborate. Season 1 and 2 have been so bad that they ruin my enjoyment of Star Trek as a whole. They make me need to look to other properties to find that hopeful, optimistic person who can see the light in the fog, that little viewpoint that's gonna showcase the hypocrisy of life and humanity itself. No, it doesn't do that in Picard. What do we get? We get Agnes singing, I know what boys like, I know what guys want. Like she even knows what that song is. She merges with the Borg Queen because she's weird. Oh, they say don't affect the timeline. No butterfly effect, rather, not Mandela effect. That's the better one. No butterfly affecting anything. Despite the fact that their entire show, butterflies, affects everything. They have a main character who stays back in the past.
I'm staying.
To shack up with some woman he met. I'm not kidding. You can't stay in the past. The Orville did an episode similar, where they give you this hypothetical, well, what if Gordon stayed in the past and had a family? Is that erasing a family that never happened by making him not do that? And the Orville did that with consequences and the emotional heartstring and the morality play. Not just, oh, we can't change the past, but we're gonna do it anyway, because we're Star Trek. It's Star Trek for babies. It's Star Trek in name only, and I'm so tired of television insulting my intelligence. If you're gonna tell me that you can't stay or do or change or anything, and then that's all you're doing, you're a bad TV show. You're a bad TV show, and you need to apologize for it before I ease up on what Picard Season 3 might give us. Unless it's so mind-blowingly amazing, which I doubt that they're capable of. I can't even say the word capable. That's how incapable they are. I know. You would probably put it at number 1.
You really suck.
And before I get to my number 1, here are a few honorable mentions that I have to talk about here. Honorable mentions, Halo. Oh, that was bad. They're just saving a bratty kid again for the 7,000th time. It has nothing to do with Master Chief. He takes the helmet off the entire time. I don't remember where I tuned out of that. But yeah, Halo was unwatchably bad. Next up, The Witcher. Blood Origins. I saw the first couple of seconds. It starts off with this guy doing his best Cartman impression going They're swearing the F word a lot, like in South Park. And then it flipped the camera upside down, or did it flip the camera upside down before? It was a white guy. He was covered in red, blood red, all gross, gory, yucky. Then it flipped to this other white guy. Looked like a dude bro with pointy elf ears, but he's got like that beard like all the kind of dude bro sort of dudes have. And he starts going on about something, and that's when I fell asleep. It's just dumb bad. I think I woke up for a second where some chick's singing. We are the Black Rose. And the singing bard lady comes in and's like, I'm Xena. This is a Xena property now. Don't touch the and I went back to sleep. So that is The Witcher Blood Origin. Honorable mention. Lower Decks. Lower Decks. Boimler's Taint. That's why they're a lower honorable mention. I can't show it. I can't mention it. But we can imply. We can cut it off before it you know the thing. They had a whole scene. And I got that video age restricted. And the thumbnail removed. That's how bad Lower Decks is. So if you think that that's a family-friendly Star Trek whatever, then, you know what, maybe I should tell you how to raise your kids.
It stinks.
Up next on Honorable Mentions, Discovery. You know what you did. You're Discovery and you should feel bad for it. Discovery is one of these modern day Star Trek in name only series. I can't even remember what was going on in this last season of Discovery. They flung them 900 years into the future. And, they had to... I don't remember it was that bad. It gets an honorable mention. I did finish that one, but it was just so bad I can't remember it. It went in one ear, out the other. It didn't break Star Trek the way Picard does. It doesn't leave that taste in your mouth. And I honestly couldn't remember if it was this year or the previous. So that's why it's an honorable mention this year. The last honorable mention, Willow. What is this Willow show? This sucks.
You're gonna have to suck it up because I'm not gonna be able to survive this thing without you. It's like the one way you're totally consistent. Whoa, wait.
And verbiage for fantasy stuff. They have full-on modern-day rock songs. I'm not finished with it. We're 5 episodes in. It's bad. It is diversita up the wazoo. Everybody's a gay. Everybody's incompetent. Everybody has this millennial, I can't do anything right attitude. And I'm so sick. Is that a Zoomer thing or is that even a millennial thing? Is that an out-of-date thing? I don't know. Tell me in the comments.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
And now, my number 1 bad TV show of 2022. Ms. Marvel. Why Ms. Marvel? Because honestly, it was just so confusing of a watch. I wanted to like it. I wanted to get into it. I wanted to see what this new character was. Because we all know that part of this whole side and movement and entertainment's terrible side of the internet that I seem to be. A pioneering movement member person, whatever, I don't care anymore. All of this started because these Marvel comics and DC comics and Star Trek and Star Wars and all this stuff were just bad. And you know what? If this were good, I would love for this to be good. This was confusing. This jumped around in time. Kamala Khan saves her own grandmother as a toddler, not Kamala Khan as a toddler. No. She's a 16-year-old teenager who goes back in time to the partition in India to save her grandmother when her grandmother is a toddler. Yeah. How? I don't know. They break through time or a wall or something. There's bad Jinn, there's good Jinn. They want her to be a bad Jinn with the bad Jinn, though her family's part of the... Every 5 seconds, they've got to drop the music that comes in. It's confusing. You need like a Muslim to English dictionary to watch it at times. It is for people who are not me, who know way more about this culture than I currently do, to be entry-level TV series for a show that is, dear God, just about a girl who gets some superpowers and stuff. It feels like they overthought it. It feels like they needed to make it way more complicated than they had any right to. And the fact that we got this confusing mess of a series, that is what is so sad. I think
After further consideration, Mecha makes some adjustments to the list.
I think Ms. Marvel needs to be number 3 and She-Hulk needs to be number 1.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change up my order. That's right. I'm going to change up my order. Number 3 is Ms. Marvel. Number 3, Ms. Marvel. Because now that I'm talking about these, I am realizing and remembering how bad She-Hulk was. She-Hulk, you're number 1. You're getting moved to the top of the list. Are you happy now, She-Hulk? I see you sitting there looking at me. You can sit there and twerk at me all you like, Missy.
Go.
And for that, you're getting moved to the top of the list. All right, She-Hulk, you're number 1. Ms. Marvel, you are now number 3. I can't be that angry at Ms. Marvel after what She-Hulk did, and that's my list, and I'm sticking to it. What were you guys' list? Are you surprised? I'm surprised. She-Hulk's now number 1. It's not number 3. Yeah, I feel confident in that list. I'm comfortable there. I am Mecha. Tell me your list in the comment section below. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
So, like, this is our top 10 list.